Alright, hello everyone. It is Tyler Burb, and I'm back after a very long time. I had some issues with my recordings. I had this one video, it was like two matches I played where I just sweated as hard as I could, right? And I watched the video back after editing it, and I was like, this isn't entertaining to watch, so I scrapped that one. Then I had two beautiful artist matches, like maybe my, you know, not my best two ever, but like better than anything I've posted before. And both of them were recorded, which doesn't happen often. I only record maybe like once a week, and I record like one session. I try and get as many games from it as I can, right? So, two matches in one session that were amazing. But I was playing on my laptop, and my laptop has a really weird resolution. And unfortunately, that meant that there were weird black bars. Now, black bars are easy to get rid of in the editing software. These ones weren't. And I literally spent like 4 hours just trying to figure out how to remove these black bars because my laptop screen has really weird resolution and I couldn't figure it out. So I had to scrap those two videos, which would have been like beautiful. So that was a little bit demoralizing. And tonight, it's 12:30 in the morning right now. I played a couple games. I was like, okay, we're just gonna play a couple games of Artist and go to sleep. I played one and it went decently. Not my best game ever, but it was like a fun match. And I was like, you know what? Let's record. Suddenly, two absolutely cracked teams dodging every bird. It was insane. I was like, all right, we're gonna play one last match and go to sleep. So we spawned in on Grave of Glenvale, and this is how the match went. Also, I'm gonna put my survivor footage as B-roll here. Let me know what you think of that. I have no idea if it's a good idea or not, but if you like that idea, we'll continue to do it. Anyways, let's get into the match. All right, and we spawn in on the Grave of Glenville, Dead Dawg. Now, not a good map for artists. It's pretty small, not a lot of RP value. It's pretty open, so they can see your birds. But it's really good for snipes. It's good for both hunters and artists for snipes. So we're moving backwards to set up a slingshot here. We saw those guys with lethal. Of course, same build as always. I'm not even going to bother explaining it this time. But it's barbecue, lethal, pain res, dead man switch. Nice little slingshot, severed hands value. And we see them both running there. Slingshots really work only once per survivor per match, so it's really nice to get a double there. And we get her with this M1. You'll notice that these survivors like respecting my birds, and I end up just getting a lot of free M1s like that because of it. I think that Claire probably had Breakout. A lot of people are running Breakout right now because obviously the flashbangs are disabled because of that crazy locker thing that I still don't fully understand. Alright, we check on that gen. Maybe the person we injured with the slingshot has gone back. No dice. So we're gonna go for this Claire. We zone her out of that pallet. We zone her out of Shack. And we get the M1. Now, is it my favorite way of playing Artist? No. But is it effective sometimes? Yes. We're gonna pop her on the pain res here. We didn't put the first person on pain res just because the game had just started, right? There's no point in reducing 25% of a gen progress when the most progressed gen is 12%. Anyways, like I said, there's not a lot of barbecue value on this map. So that one was kind of just a guess. We see if we can hit Wesker's balls. We can't. We waited way too long there. We try and do some fancy shit. Here, I wanted to like set it up below her, but she just dropped immediately, so there wasn't any point. We get the M1, and we'll get her hooked up. Alright, we see them over there. We're gonna shoot a bird at them. I hear someone on the gen up there, but okay. Actually, I'm gonna pause it here so I can explain this. So, when you're playing Artist, your number one enemy is elevation, right? So, what you want to do is only focus on gens that are on your level. This is going to apply to maps like Glenville, you're going to ignore Gallows, and you're going to ignore Main. It's going to apply to Badham, right? You're going to only do things things that are on the ground floor. Ignore anything in basements and on top stories. It's going to apply to maps like uh, what's it called? Haddonfield, where there's gens on basements and upper floors. Ignore them. On a map like Midwich, choose one of the floors and play on that floor, preferably the bottom floor, to be honest. The top one works too, I guess. Um, you could do it on RPD. Generally, you just go for like the bottom floor and you hold 3 or 4 gens there, but RPD is a nightmare, and I'll probably make a video on how to play around it at some point. Okay, but let's get back to it. All right, we're back. We set a bird there. That's an easy snipe. She wasn't even dodging. Like I said before, a lot of survivors don't really expect this play style of artist, so you can get like a ton of free hits every match before they start catching on. Now, I'll point out when survivors start catching on here, or maybe I just got cocky. That's for you to decide after you watch the video. We'll get her hooked back up on this. I'm not using another pain res, like 4 hooks at 5 gens. Why bother? Now, one thing I'm thinking of doing, I want to start posting my losses too. And like I want to go back and say like I could have done this, this, or this. Now, if you think that'd be interesting, let me know because it's something I think would be fun to like create. Now the problem is with a video like that, literally all of my like suggestions are just gonna be, oh, I should have waited there. Oh, I should have just aimed a little bit left. And that's stuff that like when you watch it in the gameplay is pretty evident. So there we did our zoning birds, and one of them was a zoning bird, one of them was my normal bird, and she ran away from it anyways. Like she's learned her lesson, right? Actually, I haven't hooked this girl yet, so she hasn't learned her lesson. Yeah, she's just good, I guess. Cracked survivor. We see someone back over on that gen there. We're gonna shoot at them. We don't shoot at the other person like I've said in like I think my first video I talked about it. You always want to be shooting at the stationary person. Another easy snipe. We're gonna go. Cause we see the scratch marks here. We kind of just anticipate. And they plot twist. Where did they plot twist? Oh, right there. That was actually a good plot twist, by the way. If I was a little bit further, I never would have found her. If you want to be running plot twist, PS, lucky break plus plot twist, very fun combo. We get the thing on her, but we really don't want to tunnel. Not in the mood, so we'll go for this Talita. So I thought she was trying to be nice, because like I was kicking their butt, but nope. All right, this is important for another like big Glenvale tip. See the door to the left? Always break it, because what you can do is you can put a bird going up the stairs for an easy down. Claire, like I said, has caught on. Good dodge. But we still get this cool bird. When a survivor's like this, your bird's basically just a free coup de grace. And then I did that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. That didn't happen. I mispredicted where she was gonna go there. That was full prediction shot and no point. I didn't need to put that bird down, but you guys know how I am. I love my birds. Go for a shot on her. I expect her to like hold this pallet, but turns out there isn't a pallet there. That's the second time I expected a pallet to be there, and I was wrong. We'll get her hooked up. And she's dead. Now, when I was playing this, I kind of didn't realize that. One thing that you'll... Sometimes I count hooks, sometimes I don't. And it just so happened that I wasn't. See, that could have been a beautiful snipe, but she hopped in a locker, and now she's just going to play this pallet. She pre-drops it, which, honestly, probably a good idea. I'm not going to tell you to pre-drop against artists, but in this instance, it was smart. I'm going to try and do some goofy shit, but I'm a little bit overconfident here, and he juices me. I guess that's the moral of the story. Still, the juice. Dodging every bird. We get her with the M1 though, which, you know, boring but serviceable. I don't break that pallet because I like chases like that where we're both like going around the loop I'm trying to hit them with the birds, they're juking them. That kind of stuff I find really fun, so I never break those pallets. I don't care if they juice me for 5 minutes because the chase is neat. We'll get her on the pain res. They completed a gen, which, you know, is toxic. No gens allowed. We know they're upstairs. I really don't want to go upstairs. Like I said, I just want to ignore that gen, right? So we're actually just gonna put a bird there. We would rather like go for the unhook or the unhooker, than defend that gen. And someone drops, making our life super easy. They DC or kill themselves. I miss DCs. They were funny. And she makes her way to this pallet. Bad idea. Like I said, you get a couple snipes out, and it's too late for them now. I wanted to wait to see what she did. You get a couple snipes out, and then suddenly, they start dodging the birds, and it's like that, and like you're so close every single time. And you have to change your playstyle because they've changed their playstyle. And that, I think, is the hardest part of Artist, is learning. Once the survivor learns your playstyle, they're going to change theirs, and you have to learn how they change theirs to counter yours. Difficult stuff. Um, but if you see that they're doing this a lot, you'll notice that I kind of swapped over to M1ing about halfway through this match. That's just the play. Like if you know that they're going to be dodging your birds, just M1. Is it fun? No. But like, do you win? Yeah. Just a little bit slow on the birds there. You notice that she actually stopped. If she had dodged backwards, she would have dodged into it, which would have been cool because I thought that I was ahead of her. I was just a bad bird. I don't know how I hit that. Like I was just trying to get an M2 and I was gonna chase her until we found Hatch, but I somehow did that. Don't know how. Hatch is right here. We'll give it to her. GG's. That was the match I played on Grave of Glenville tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Please do all of that YouTube stuff, subscribe and smash the like button. Also, I have news that I'm proud of, and I need to share it with someone apart from just my Swift. And that is, I hit Erie 1 Survivor for the first time ever, and I'm very proud of myself. Okay, yes, do the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think of the idea. If you want to learn more about artists and you want to see how someone who, I consider myself pretty good, see how someone like me, gets juiced. Check it out. Let me know. Bye. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.